Okay, it's the 20th of September 2016, and this is 7 Traits of a Real Estate Broker. Trait number 1 is communication. And this is sometimes overused or used too generically, but communication with a commercial broker is essential. It's crucial. If you're a broker, do you communicate with your clients on a regular basis? Are you communicating with them about new opportunities, new investments that are coming up? If you are an investor looking to buy, does your real estate agent call you with those new opportunities? Do they communicate with you the 20 different points that they're going to complete when they take your property as a listing? As a broker, if you're doing leasing, are you communicating with them on a weekly basis, updating them on what new activity you've had for the week? Generate a Friday report, Friday facts report. Here's what the activity was for the week. Communicate, communicate, communicate. That's the key. Even if there's no activity, don't be scared. Let them know there's no activity. What other activity occurred in the marketplace? Why did we lose this transaction, a tenant at another center? Why did another apartment building sell? Why did an office building get leased in a certain market and not the one that you're representing? Again, communicate those. It'll help keep you accountable as a broker, and it keeps that door open. And clients, it's an essential part of maintaining your client relationship. Item 2 is professionalism. This is really important. Does your broker act in a professional manner? Are they constantly learning, looking for educational opportunities? Are they a CCIM? If you're an investor and you're looking to hire someone, as a CCIM myself, only 0.5% of all brokers hold that designation. And that says that I've committed to excellence in education and professionalism. I hold myself to a higher standard than others. Is your broker well dressed? Are you going to the office in shorts and jeans, or are you wearing a suit and tie when you're meeting clients? Do you go and meet all of your potential tenants, or do you send an assistant or someone on your team? That's key. That's crucial. When we hold a broker's open, we have brokers tour a space, we're handing out coffee cards. We're trying to do little things that just add value. Trying to keep it professional. Number 3 is, again, knowledge. Along the same lines as professionalism, do you have knowledge? Again, the CCIM training is crucial to this. This says that I've gone above and beyond 99% of the other brokers out there, got the training, the knowledge. I understand what a cap rate is. I can calculate an internal rate of return. I can do 10-year cash flow analysis. These are all questions that you could ask your broker. How many properties have you sold in the last month, in the last year? What's your total dollar volume? Do you lease? Are you a generalist, or do you specialize in a certain asset class? Retail, office, industrial, or multifamily? Find that broker that might niche in that particular market. Do I just do leasing and tenant representation for retail? Or, am I an office specialist in a certain corridor of my market? Understanding the knowledge and having that specialty is really important. 4th is honesty and integrity. We keep things above board. We communicate with our clients, and we communicate in an honest fashion. We see a lot of wheeler dealers out there that will say anything and do anything, and sometimes breach ethical standards. We don't do that. You shouldn't do that. Keep things honest. Be upfront. When I screw up, I admit it. Clients, I believe, really are thankful for that. I had a situation yesterday where I missed, I transcribed something wrong. It was my assistant's fault, but I fall on the sword. I'm sorry, it's my responsibility. I made a mistake. We really apologize. We want to keep things at the highest standard, and you make it right. Don't make up a story. Don't blame someone else. Clients appreciate an honest person that strives to keep things at the highest level of integrity. Number 5 is tenacity. Are you an 8 to 5er? Are you someone who just sits around the water cooler waiting for that deal to come in? Or are you going to go out and knock on doors? Probably half of my sales occur from properties that aren't even listed. Sold a hotel, apartment buildings, lease to office, movie theater, all deals that I've done, huge multi-million-dollar deals on properties that weren't listed. Will you go out and do what's needed to stir up those deals? Are you sending out letters on a regular basis? We send out mailings every single time we list or sell something. We inform people about the market. We show others that we're very knowledgeable, that we're experts in the market, but we're tenacious in our methods. We try to keep it with the highest level of integrity, but we're tenacious. The next item is entrepreneurship. Only 8% of real estate brokers own a property outside of their existing home. That means 92% of the real estate agents out there don't own an investment property. And if you are a broker and you don't, it's okay. But you need to run the numbers. You need to look and say, am I gonna walk the walk and talk the talk? If I am, then I need to be able to look at buying my own investment property. And for me, even though we've been very successful in real estate brokerage, owning and investing in your own commercial real estate has really helped generate an amazing amount of opportunity for me. Plus, it gives me an insight to be able to speak to clients from their perspective. I know what it's like to be a landlord. I understand your issues and your problems. Here's how I can help. Here's how I've handled a situation. Yes, I hire an attorney to review my own leases. You should too, because that's what I do in my business. Being an entrepreneur yourself, or if you are an investor and you're looking to hire a broker, do they own their own real estate? And don't look at this as a negative. It's not that they're going to compete with you. They have an additional knowledge that's far above a majority of the other brokers out there. So again, entrepreneurship, self-motivation, a person who is owning their own investment real estate, going through the process of dealing with tenants, dealing with buyers and sellers in the marketplace themselves, has a very unique skill set. Lastly, it's perseverance and discipline. One of the most difficult things is to stick out a long transaction. Scratch that. One of the most difficult things is to stay in the deal when you've got a 12-month feasibility. I have a transaction right now that's been pending for 28 months. You've got to stick with it. You've got to persevere. Commercial transactions can take a long time. I had a 6.5-month escrow on an apartment closing that should have been done in 60 days. But you've got to stick with it. You've got to continually push things forward, move things forward, educate your clients, communicate with them, have that knowledge to be able to say, hey, the deal is still going to work. We're going to be able to move it forward. But I also understand that at some point you might need to cut your losses. This transaction isn't working out. We've got an opportunity to take another transaction. Let's do that. Being able to persevere in when the deal gets tough. You've almost got to sell the property when you're helping a client buy or sell, you almost have to do it 3 times. You got to do it initially to get them to write the offer. At some point during the feasibility, they're going to want to back out. You got to be able to sell it again, and then you got to really sell it to the bank, because the bank will come in and knock the property down and say, hey, we've got some issues here. You know, you're selling the property at least 3 different times during the transaction. So persevere. Keep that high level of discipline. Keep your tasks in front of you. Look at them regularly, and you're going to succeed. So those are the 7 traits of a commercial real estate broker from Troy's perspective.